Hello. Welcome back to another session. Okay, so today we'll be creating a journal and I'll be showing you guys how to create a simple journal in Canva. So first thing first, we'll be coming here on our home page here, right? We're going to go on custom size. The size that we'll be using today is 6 by 9. And then it has to be 6 by 9 centimeters. You guys would have gotten these templates inside of your email. Let's proceed. Okay, so first thing first, the first thing that I start to do is to create the interior part of your journal. That's the best way to do this. So okay, let's zoom in and let's proceed. So first thing, we are going to be going on element. Once we are on element, over on our left hand side, which is here, we are going to go on shape, see all, and we are going to be selecting a line that we need to construct the lines for our pages. Once we have done that, guys, I'm going to show you what's the next step. The next step, we're going to come on file, we're going to select view settings, and then we're going to select show rulers and margin. Right, hold on, I think there. So what we're going to do now, moving this line going up, you notice there is a line where the line has stopped, is indicating that the line is going outside of the box. That's the margin. If we should go like that, it's going outside. So let's proceed. So we will be going across with our lines, and we have to ensure that the lines stop inside of the margin, which is the box that's going around the line in that little border. So let's go again so that you guys can see and you don't miss it. That purple box that's going along around the line, that's indicating that you're going outside of the box and you need to stop. So that's your red stop sign that tells you that you're going outside of the box. Next thing that we're going to do, let me straighten about my lines there. So the next thing that we're going to do, we're going to come here on our left hand corner, which states this, that's beside line style. These are the 4 dots, the going across, that indicates it's line style. Now I normally bring my line down to 2. That's perfect for me. Next thing that we're going to do, we're going to be duplicating our line. So once you go like this and straighten it, everything will automatically going down in a straight line. So you can just duplicate until the entire page is filled with lines. All right, so I think this is good enough for me. If you guys want to add another line, you can, but for me, I would have just stopped where it is. But sometimes you guys want to do an extra line. Okay, so the next step that I'm going to do, I'm going to be going an inch or half inch away from the line, and I'm just going to be dragging my cursor or my mouse over the entire lines, going all the way down. So this wasn't done properly, so let's zoom out so that you guys can see. I'll be going an inch or half inch away from the line, and I'll be drawing my cursor. Hold on, I'm shifting the box. All right, so I will be going all the way down to cover the box. Next thing, I'm going to be selecting group, so it's easier for me to do the next steps. All right, so I'm just going to zoom in back so that you guys can see. Now, say for instance you will be going with a purple team. We will change the entire lines to purple if you want, or you can basically keep it to the purple, or you can change it to the black line. Okay, now to decorate the lines of the pages, we're going to be going on to elements. We're going to type flowers. If you're a flowers person, you can use flowers. If you're not, that's not an issue. So we're just going to search for some nice, cute, cuddly flowers that maybe you would feel comfortable using inside of your book, right? So if you want, I don't like that one, so let's change that one. Okay, so this is perfect. So we can use these flowers like this, and I'm going to show you how we would basically get it done. All right, so I'll be changing the colors to match up back with the purple that we had indicated that we want it to be. So I'll be changing that, give it a lighter shade purple. So the next thing that we're going to do, just to turn it down so that it blends with the pages, I'm going to be going on transparency, and I'll be turning down the transparency of the flowers. Next thing that I'm going to be doing, I'll be going on position, come over to the left, select it to the back. So when the pages are printed, everything will be falling behind of our pages, just like that. Right, if you feel the need to add more flowers, you can. So there are a lot more other free flowers. These flowers are free, free. So you guys can go in and, you know, decorate the pages if you want to. It's all up to you how you want to decorate your pages. All right, and you can just turn it down so that it blends with the page. Next thing that we're going to do, so a 6x9, based on the email that I would have sent you guys, it has 100 or 100 through 121 pages. So now you would duplicate and duplicate this 100 times. All right, now we need to create a welcome page that our buyers will, you know, see the first thing. So this is what we're going to be doing. We'll be going back into element over here on our left hand corner. We'll be going for black women, right? You don't have to use a black woman. You can use maybe a flowers or anything in particular that feels comfortable for you. So I'll be using this natural afro lady here. So I'll be changing the page to purple because the interior of our journal is purple. All right, so I'll be then coming into shapes, going back to elements, and I'll be going back over to shapes here, draw for this rectangle, select it, then I'm basically going to be sizing it down into the size of a rectangle like this. Then inside, this is where we're going to be allowing persons to write their name inside of the journal. Now to spice this up a bit, we could go for a glitter purple. Alright, so there is some really nice glitter purple here. I'm just going to randomly select one. If you're using the pro, if you're using the free version, please guys, the ones that don't have on the crowns, those are the free elements that you can use. Alright, so this is what we would align the purple to be inside of the book, and this will be where persons will write their name. Now we're going to group the purple with this piece here. We're going to go an inch or half inch away, group the element, so they will now become one. Now the next thing that we're going to be doing, we're going to be selecting T, and this section here we're going to be quoting this journal belongs to, because you need to personalize. The font that I'll be using for this style, I will be using the One Day Regular font. It's called One Day Regular, and this is the font that I'll be using. I'll just rest it on top there, and I'll be changing this color to white. And then I'll be going on effects, and I'll be going on outline, turning up the thickness of the outline, and I'll be going for a darker shade of purple to blend that in, just like that. The next thing that I'll be going to do, maybe I'll be adding some glitter dust to my model, to the cartoon image that I have. You know, maybe add some to her hair. So it's all up to you. Just let your imagination go wild with your book. And this would be the first thing persons will see once they purchase your book. This journal belongs to, and then they can just write, you know, their little quote. So you can save this to say purple journal interior. Alright, and then you can just come to file on your left hand side and select save. Now we have done that, we're going to select this plus sign and we're going to be creating the cover of our book. Now we're going to be selecting, we're going to be typing book cover. Once we have done that, we'll be selecting the landscape size, and then it will automatically brings us to an empty space, empty box or space as most persons will call it. So the next thing that we're going to be doing, I'm going to be searching for the template size that I had sent to you guys. Alright, so this is the size of the 6x9 here. This is it. So I'm just going to be pulling out to cover the entire size of the book cover. Alright, now once that's done, I'll be then going over to element, which will be found again on the left side. So you guys would have been familiar with element. Then I'm going to be going in shapes and I'm going to be selecting the square. The square that I'll be selecting, I'm just going to be using it to cover all four corners of the book, just like that. The next step that I'm going to be doing, I'll be turning down the transparency of this section so that we can see behind to see what's happening. Now we're going to be selecting T and from the left, or we're going to be selecting T over in this section. Alright, so it's not coming up, so I'm just going to be grabbing a text box from there. So you guys can call this daily journal. So whatever you want to call your journal, you give it that name. So I'm just going to be going to say daily journal. I'll be changing the font size to, so I'll be separating. So I'm just going to be saying daily here. And then I'll be having journal in a separate text box so that it gives me more room to do what needs to be done. Alright guys, so I'm zooming in so that you guys are able to see what's taking place. So this box here, I'll be typing in journal. Alright, so for the font for this one, I'll be using a bold font. So I'll be using Rubik 1. That's a very nice font. And I'll be turning that font into our uppercase, and then I will be using the Miss Truly font to blend with the cover of the journal. And this is a very nice font. These two fonts go really awesome together, believe me when I say it. Alright, so because we'll be going with a purple theme, we can definitely go with a bright purple, and we could just maybe change this to white because we go in, and then maybe could go ahead in effects, go in effects, go and outline, and maybe give it a duller tone of purple because you're color coding. So, or you could give it a black tone. That's also nice as well. That's really beautiful. And then we could also go back in effects, go on neon, and pops up that daily. But it's all up to you. Alright, the preference is all up to you. Alright, okay, so the next thing, I'm going to be searching back for a black women. I'm just going to be typing that back again. So I'm definitely will be using a black woman or black women on the cover of my book. Alright, so there are a few free ones. Bear in mind the free ones are the ones that don't have. So I'll be using a free ones just to let you guys feel comfortable. This is cute and I'll be using this model. So this will just be the simple cover of my book. Then I have all of that, so I'm just going to be removing the back piece here, deleting it, and then this will be the cover of the book. Now you can change the color into something else than what you want it to be. So you could come here on the left hand side section, scroll all the way down until you see background. So you could search for some background photos that will blend perfectly with the cover of your book. So this is not bad, and this is the cover of your book. This was very simple step. So this will be the cover of your book, and this would be the interior of your book, and you will download these as PDF. Alright, so bye guys, see you guys in another chapter.